Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Christian Meunier.
Welcome everyone, and thank you for coming here. And before I start, let me thank our Stellantis CEO, Carlos Tavares, for being here with us today. I already know that some of you are thinking, why is Jeep revealing the latest version of an off-road icon here in New York City? Well, this is our #1 market in North America, for the Jeep brand and for the Jeep Wrangler. And this place is also an icon. It's an icon of authenticity, of freedom, and opportunity. That's why a brand that is known for doing anything, going anywhere, feels at home here in New York, in a city where if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. And when I say you, I'm not just referring to you, the people in attendance today. I'm also referring to our Jeep community, because what you find behind our 7-slot grill is more than a powertrain. It's a legion of fans, and their passion is contagious. It's a movement that moves us, and Wrangler has always stood as a benchmark for that passion in the purest form, and it always will. Because Wrangler is about more than mobility and transportation. It's an expression of who you are and where you want to go. It's a way of life, and it provides fuel for the soul. Born in 1986, the Jeep Wrangler is the brand's most faithful interpretation of the original release. Each of the 4 generations are part of the story that started in 1941 and which continues today. With legendary 4x4 capability, open-air freedom, and an iconic design, the Wrangler represents the adventure hero embodying the spirit and the soul of Jeep. And the Wrangler doesn't only belong to us, it belongs to the community. And it's now part of the American culture, generating organic movements such as the Jeep Wave. I'm sure you've seen that. On and off-road Wrangler drivers acknowledging each other with a friendly wave. Then there is the most recent phenomenon, the ducking. Pretty funny stuff, right? Where one owner leaves a rubber duck on another's Wrangler to acknowledge it is a cool version of Wrangler. The grassroots movement was initiated by Allison, a lifelong 4x4 Wrangler fan. Ducking is now growing to markets around the world, and most recently the Middle East. I must admit, I always smile when my Wrangler gets ducked. And it's true, I mean it. It's so cool to see a happy little duck on your door handle or windscreen. You can't help but feel happy and feel part of something bigger. A proud and passionate community of Wrangler owners. It's a big deal. And the latest phenomenon, which is really funny too, is going viral on TikTok and on other social media channels. And it's a challenge fueled by fans, which shows Wrangler owners do a handstand up to enter in their legs through an open window. Wouldn't recommend this as the best way to get into your Wrangler, but you could try it. But you get the point. Our owners keep finding creative ways to continue their love affair. That's what they do. And the passion for the Jeep Wrangler is probably best captured by one of our fans, who once said, "When I die, I want to be buried in my Jeep, because it's never been in a hole it couldn't get out of." Think about it. Here in the US, 85% of all the Jeep Wranglers produced since 1986 are still on the road. Yes, in the US alone, close to 3.5 million Wrangler owners are still having fun out there because they want to keep them forever. They maintain, they restore their Wranglers, And when the time comes, pass them on to the next generation. The Wrangler holds a high resale and emotional value because it's more than metal, four wheels, and an engine. The Wrangler has character, has a soul, has a heart. Like a movie hero, the Wrangler never dies. It never dies. And there are countless life stories written around the iconic SUVs because the Wrangler is part of the family.
This isn't a car, it's a family. A family built on 80 years of shared history. We've climbed mountains together, weathered storms together, fought wars together. This isn't a car, it's a family. And family is forever. It doesn't come or go based on what's trendy, profitable. It simply is. This isn't a car. We don't even make cars. We make Jeep Wrangler. We always have, and we always will. Which is why there's only one.
So the community is inspired by the Wrangler. It is a vast and fast-growing one as a community. There's more than 1,000 Jeep clubs around the globe. Close to 30 million engaged fans on our social media platform. The group of fans that gather around the world don't only have fun off-road. The Jeep community is bound by a sense of duty, of camaraderie, and willingness to extend a helping hand when needed. For example, as reported in the news in January this year, a group of Jeep brand enthusiasts in Dallas, Texas, rescued car and truck drivers who were stuck on the highway due to an ice storm. Also, there are many examples of Jeep owners mobilizing themselves for good causes all over the country. These heartwarming stories are some of the examples showing that members of our community don't just drive Jeep, they live Jeep. And the Jeep flame lives in their heart and in some cases on their skin. This is real deal. We're humbled by their passion, and we take our responsibility very seriously because we're the custodians of a fantastic brand, the Jeep brand. And I know that many of the Jeep faithful had concerns when they learned a few years ago that this brand was also evolving towards electrification. They thought the world would evolve in that way. They would need to give up the capabilities that they love so much to protect a planet we all love. But the Wrangler 4xe quickly calmed those fears. 4xe is our exclusive take on electrification, offering fun, 4x4 performance, and torque on demand in almost absolute silence. The Wrangler 4xe is the most capable Wrangler ever built. Last year I had the chance to experience the Rubicon Trail, one of the most challenging off-road trails in the world. I was there incognito because I wanted to witness firsthand the experience from a customer's perspective. In full electric mode and with immediate torque on demand, the Wrangler 4xe made it easy for me to go over extreme boulders in almost absolute silence. And that's me. This is why 4xe is the new 4x4. And 4xe is a formula for success. Right from the start, 2 years ago, the Wrangler 4xe became the #1 plug-in hybrid in America and has remained in that position ever since. Building on this success, we're excited that this year we'll make electrification even more accessible for our customers by launching a sport edition of the new Wrangler 4xe. More on that shortly. We'll also introduce a 4xe version of the Grand Cherokee last year, which is now the number 2. I'm used to being number one all the time, so I can't be number two. Number one and number two PHEV in America. Yes, our 4xe Jeeps are now number one and number two. I don't think it's bad. And we're taking things to the next level. Next year, we will launch 2 zero-emission Jeep SUVs. Utilizing the global technology and resources of Stellantis, the entire US portfolio will offer electrified powertrain options by 2025. And by 2030, 50% of sales in the US, at the minimum, will be battery electric SUVs. Clearly, we're on the path towards becoming the global leader in SUV electrification. Let's take a quick look at the fully electric Jeep models coming to America in 2024. On the premium side, the all-electric Wagoneer S. A sleek 4xe targeting an estimated range of 400 miles and a 0 to 60 in around 3.5 seconds. On the rugged side, inspired by the Wrangler, the 100% Jeep, 100% electric Jeep Recon. The Jeep Recon will offer true trail-rated capability with cutting-edge 4xe technology, classic Jeep design, and open-air freedom. And the best news is that reservations for the all-electric Wagoneer S and Jeep Recon will open this year. The Jeep Recon will perfectly complement the Jeep Wrangler, but Wrangler will always remain the undisputed king of the mountain. As an example, a few months ago, we revealed the Jeep Wrangler Rubicon 4xe 20th anniversary. With impressive off-road credentials, the 20th anniversary edition is proof we're sticking close to our roots and listening to the Jeep community. The 20th anniversary edition is unmatched in the 4x4 world. Riding on 37-inch tires, this Jeep is unstoppable. And when it came time to truly test the limit of a new Wrangler, you need to find challenges greater than anything, right? So we sent Jim Morrison, head of the Jeep brand in North America, to our home away from home. We sent Jim to Easter Jeep Safari in Moab, Utah, a place of pilgrimage for the Jeep faithful. And it's the perfect place to showcase the expanded capabilities of our new Wrangler. Over to you, Jim.
Hey, Christian. I'm glad you found me. Let me take a second. I'll unplug the power from the campsite, and we'll show everybody what the new Wrangler will do. We're out here in Moab, Utah, and we're here because this is Jeep brand's home away from home. It's not only where we connect with our customers and talk to them on the trails, but it's also where our engineers and our designers do all of their homework. This is the most capable, technologically advanced, and the safest Wrangler ever. You know, a lot of new tech in the new Wrangler, and it's tech with a purpose. First of all, we have a 12.3-inch Uconnect 5 system standard. We've added a new 12-way power seat protected for water fording. The antenna is even now integrated into the windshield. And we've added an 8,000-pound worn winch straight from the factory. We've added the new Dana 44 heavy-duty full-float rear axle. It adds durability as well as it enables up to 5,000 pounds of now best-in-class trailer tow. You can see from our Trails Off-Road Guide up ahead is one of our favorite challenges, Wipeout Hill. On the capability side, we've added Off-Road Plus, and that allows two things. In low range, it gives us an extra level of crawl control and have your vehicle in high range and engage the rear lockers, and that's fantastic for high-speed sand running. Wow, look at that. It doesn't get any better than that. The Jeep Spirit is all about celebrating freedom, and adventure. And our 2024 Wrangler is true to form. Every generation gets just a little bit better.
Ladies and gentlemen, the new 2024 Jeep Wrangler. What the hell are you doing here, Jim? I thought you were in Utah.
Hey, Christian, I went into business for the world. Look at this, even brought you back some real Moab mud.
How was it?
It was fantastic. You know, the Jeep community is stronger than ever in Moab, and I can tell you, this new Wrangler, it's as much at home as it is in the rocks in Moab as it is right here in New York City.
That's awesome.
Thank you,
Jim.
Good stuff.
I want to thank the entire engineering team for developing such an amazing product and the most capable Jeep Wrangler to date. This badass, no-compromise Wrangler features a new face highlighted by the fresh take on the iconic 7-slot grille, while delivering more capability, more tech, more comfort, and more safety than ever before. For example, the greater peace of mind of Wrangler offers more than 85 available active and passive safety and security features. For more comfort, as you saw in the video, we now offer Wrangler-capable 12-way power seat engineered and tested for up to 34-inch of water fording. That's a big deal, guys. And the new 12.3-inch touchscreen housing the Uconnect 5 system. It is standard on all models with improved hands-free voice recognition with new microphone technology. And listen, it comes in very handy when you're off-roading with the top down, the doors off, and the wind in your face, I can tell you. And we know that Americans also always choose freedom. So we'll continue to offer America the freedom of choice. We're doing it with more accessible models, such as the new Wrangler Sport 4xe, which makes electrification more affordable to a wider group of customers. Or, as you can see here, a stunning two-door topless release which delivers more 4x4 capability with new standard 33-inch tires and rear locker. What a beauty! Or with a striking and fully equipped high-altitude 4xe, the high-altitude returns with new standard features such as the Sky One Touch Power Top, power front seat, and integrated front camera. And for those who love more extreme adventures, the incredible Wrangler 392, delivering 470 horsepower, 470 pound-feet of torque. This is really for the fans who love putting the top and their foot down. The 392 delivers on what matters most to them. At the end of the day, the new Wrangler is for everyone. The new Wrangler is for everyone who lives with their passion fueling their heart. For everyone who knows that the best stories are the ones shared with others. For everyone who responds to the call for adventure and extends a helping hand along the way. For everyone who believes that tomorrow will be better than today. Yes, the new Wrangler is for everyone because it delivers the capability and the ability to connect with people and connect to a community. At its core, it beats with the same heart forged over 80 years ago in a call to fight for freedom. And today, it continues to inspire freedom. The freedom to seek adventure. And the best adventure, my friends, is the one that is yet to come. Thank you, and I'd like to invite our CEO, Carlos Tavares, and Jim Morrison to join me on stage. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please hold for press photography.